During the latest Nintendo Direct, Nintendo revealed a brand new, a Yoshi game, Yoshi and the Mysterious Book. I'm, I'm still laughing about the name. There's just something funny about it. It's just, I don't know, they're usually a little bit more like abstract or catchy or something, like the Book of Mystery. Even that would be just like, and the Mysterious Book. It's just very straightforward. So yeah, okay, we're gonna start off with two annoying personal quibbles. We're gonna get them out of the way. Just bear with me. I have to always say everything that's in my head. So I'm gonna say these two annoying things first. One, yes, I was just so hoping that after Kirby and DK finally got 3D games, I was just hoping that the next Yoshi game would be 3D. Yoshi is cool. I really like Yoshi and the jumping and the flutter jumping and the eating stuff and shooting eggs. I want to see how that works in 3D. I want it so badly. I don't know how long it's going to take or if Nintendo is ever going to do it. So yes, there was part of me that was like, no, not another 2D platformer. 2D platformers are fine. There's a market for them. I know it doesn't all have to be 3D. That was just personally. I want it. I want it so bad. And then second, I think I don't know, the whole like craft thing where like, is it a rule that every game has to be like another? I just don't want it to always be the case. I know with like Yoshi's Island, it had like kind of a crayon thing. So I know there's a precedent for it. I don't know. It's like you just kind of cycling through every artistic medium, you know? And I'm like at the beginning, before he hops in the book, those graphics look really nice. They look really cool. Like I want to see that game just like sometimes, you know, like why does it always have to be a craft thing? Is that Yoshi's thing? Why is that Yoshi's thing? Kirby's allowed to do both. Kirby can sometimes be craft stuff and sometimes just be like a regular old game. But whatever. Those stupid quibbles aside, let's really talk about the trailer because this game looks cool. And let's start with the looks part. Instead of being like, this is the one made of wool, or like, this is the one just made of like craft materials. It's more emulating, well, I mean, that's the funny thing. It's kind of mixing a number of styles. You know, it takes place in a book. So you do have like the kind of painterly storybook effect. But then on top of that, you've got like a stop motion kind of thing, you know, like Yoshi and other characters are like kind of made of clay and they're kind of stop motion. So it's interesting. It's like thematically, it's not as like straightforward or cohesive. Like why is clay in a book? But at the same time, it's also just a really fascinating mix. It just looks really, really interesting, you know? I think they've pulled it off better here because there have been a couple of games where they've sort of mixed ideas. I think the one on 3DS in particular, it like sort of emulated the style of the older games, sort of gave it like a crafty sort of look, but then there were other elements that were just, I don't know, like it was a mix of different ideas that didn't really turn out that well. That game, I don't think that game looks very good. And here you've got kind of another mix, and yet it really pulls it off a lot better. This game looks incredibly unique. And I think that no matter what, that's always going to be a plus. You know, it's absolutely always going to be a plus. If you can make a game that artistically just looks different, it doesn't look quite like any other game that I've seen before, you've really pulled something off. And like, yeah, as far as the clay, like the stop motion part goes, I've always been a massive fan of stop motion and not even just stop motion. I love like the actual, like the tactile kind of feel of clay. I want to see the little imperfections and it looks really, really good. And seeing Yoshi and these other characters and even like the little floaty puffball things, the little stop motion style, it just looks incredible. It looks so good. And then seeing that against the kind of painterly style, it's, I'm usually pretty torn when it comes to that kind of like hand-drawn thing. Purely hand-drawn is one thing, but when you take 3D elements and kind of like trace over them, I mean, it's kind of like a cell shading style. We've seen it in a lot of games, but I feel like it does not work nearly as well for me personally whenever the image isn't sharp enough. And like pretty much, I mean, yeah, like anytime we've seen this effect on the Switch, I've not really liked it that much, and it's because of the jaggy image. It just something about that, it kind of ruins the effect for me. It makes it not look very good, and so I am excited about seeing a style like that in a Switch 2 game that is undoubtedly going to be running at a much higher resolution than it would on Switch. And even just the way that I see it implemented here in this trailer, like I haven't even gotten a chance to see it like on a nice big TV at 4K, but I still think it looks pretty good. I like the thinness of the lines. That really does help. It's got kind of like a sketchbook feel. And as we'll talk about, you know, the book is kind of like a field guide, and you're kind of like doing research. And so that's why it's got like, it's not just painterly, it's not just storybook. It's like field guide book. It's like somebody making sketches of things that they see. And so that's cool. It's not just cutesy. It's not just like, look, it's colorful. It's like somebody painted it. Like there's a real point to it. You know, I think that's really wonderful. And yeah, the way all the elements mesh together, it's just strange. It's very, very strange, and it's very interesting. And on the note of the strangeness and the field guide thing and all that, I really appreciate how strange this game, just strange. This game is weird. I would not have anticipated seeing a reveal for a Yoshi game that was just this weird. I know, like, at the end of the day, it's going to be a Yoshi game. It's going to be pretty, like, easy and approachable and simple and all that stuff. But there are just some elements about it that I find really surprising. So yeah, you're jumping into a book, but it's not just like a storybook. It's like the entire point of the game is you're like befriending these creatures. I guess there are a number of creatures, and like kind of researching them, like figuring stuff out about them. Just kind of like he's got the I love that he's got a little like I get okay if it were Paper Mario, it would be an Amayzee Dayzee. But I think that color of Daisy has also been described as just a crazy Daisy in some of the games. Not 100% sure. I'm just gonna say crazy Daisy to keep it simple. But no, I love. He's got a little crazy Daisy friend. Like that in itself is just cool. I don't think the crazy Daisy is gonna be like his friend throughout the whole thing. I think that's just him befriending one creature, and I think the point of the game is befriending creatures and figuring stuff out about them. As much as I love the idea of just like a little cool little crazy days, just hanging out like all the time. But like, what a weird idea for a Yoshi game. Just what it feels inspired, you know? It's not just, hey, we need to make another Yoshi game. Like that's a real different angle. Hey, what if we're like making friends with different creatures and noting things about them, and you're filling out this book. It's cool. And then even the trailer itself is kind of weird. You know, they start out with the crazy Daisy and you're making notes about it, but then they go straight into these like dandelion puffs and just being like, oh, look at these weird dandelion puffs. Oh, what do they do? Oh, that's funny. They drain the energy from the crazy Daisy. Oh, but like they can also like proliferate, and they can also weaken the rock. I don't know. There's just something. It's like there's a big emphasis on experimentation and exploration. From this, it looks like the kind of thing where there's just going to be like a thing, or there's just a creature, or like some creatures, and you just kind of like mess around with them and see what happens. You just see what they do, and you make little notes about it, and I just, it's just interesting. It's really cool. And then, like, you know, there are gonna be more traditional platforming parts as well. You know, it shows Yoshi just kind of like jumping around. There are some creatures that are floating in the air, so he's like floating between them. So it's probably, you know, you're using these creatures and their unique abilities to solve problems and get somewhere. And I don't know if this is gonna be like linear A to B like most of the games. Judging by what we've seen here and how like at one part it like shows you collecting things at the top of the screen, I wonder if it's gonna be more like a Yoshi story kind of thing, where it's just a world and you kind of just like run around and collect stuff. I like that idea. I think that would be fun if it was just like, this is the level and you just explore it and try to find all the stuff, you know, really nice and casual. You're not like trying to get to the end. I think that would be really refreshing. What else is there? I really like the creature designs. I like that there are multiple creatures in this trailer alone with the funny hot dog lips. I grew up playing the Neverhood. I don't know if any of you have played that, but I think something about that cemented in my brain, and I love stop motion creatures and characters with the hot dog lips. CG is good too. Anything with hot dog lips is fine by me. I just think it looks funny. And I like that, like, yeah, you've got like the big troll guy and you've got the little frog. It's just a funny style. And it's another thing that that excites me about this. I mean, even just like the little like dandelion puffs. They have just like a funny little like Kodama kind of look about them. You know, it's not just your basic Yoshi and Mario enemies. It's not just like Shy Guys and stuff. Again, I like anything with a unique style, and I really like anything that kind of deviates from the usual style. And I know, like, Yoshi games, they have had weird-looking creatures in them. Like, you know, don't get me wrong, Yoshi's Island, like, there's some weird-looking stuff in there. And that's one thing that I love about Yoshi. I guess I'm just saying I like the look of these creatures, too. They seem weird in their own new kind of way, you know? And they make me really excited to see what other weird creatures that we see. Yeah, I don't know. That last shot looks really good. That very last shot, like when it shows the title, and you see the Crazy Daisy and the what's the name of the other one? I don't know. Whatever. It's holding the flower. The game looks really good. I'll just leave it there. The game looks good. The art style looks really, really fantastic. The gameplay looks unique and interesting. Kind of a new kind of a thing for Yoshi. It's not just another regular old traditional Yoshi platformer just because you gotta make a Yoshi platformer sometimes. Looks cool. And you know what I like about this game? You know what I like about this game already? At least according to this trailer, it's coming in spring next year. Can that stay true? I don't know what it is about the Yoshi games. The last 2 Yoshi games have been revealed way too early. Woolly World was revealed years before it came out, and then Crafted World nearly 2 entire years. 3 months shy of 2 years between reveal and release. Can that not happen here? Can that not be just a thing, just inexplicably, with Yoshi games? So yeah, I hope it is true that we are actually getting it in the spring, because I'm also excited to play it. But what did you think about the trailer? Tell me in the comments. Reveal your thoughts to me.